Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are back here in the Exalted Plains and we're going to head to the southeast and see if we can get these shards and rifts finished off. Well, I say finished off, I mean this kind of area anyway. There's tons more to the southwest. There's always something to do in the plains, isn't there? Always something. Right. What have we got here? Rashvine. I don't think we need to use Rashvine for anything in particular, do we? Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Come on, demon, what you got? Yeah. Those demons don't really pose us too much of a threat anymore, thankfully. Real. Have we been here before? I don't remember the real popping up anywhere, but maybe it did. Make sure we keep searching for things as we're going down here. You never know what we could find. Seriously, I'm not even that bothered about finding resources and stuff. I'm mainly focused on finding like notes and letters and potential quest items. You know, those are always interesting to me. Not that I'm complaining about finding resources, obviously, because I do find the crafting quite useful in this game. Right, claim this landmark. What's this? Andriel's messenger. Long ago, when our people were strong and free, we roamed the world and could do as we pleased, but we were taught by Andriel, Mother of Hares, to respect nature and all of the Creator's creatures. Even though the earth was ours, we did not misuse it. They say the great leaders of the people who would pray to Andriel for guidance. Where shall we hunt? Where shall we raise our hallow? Where shall we settle and build? Andriel would send her messenger, the owl, to show the people the way, and they would follow him to where the land was blessed. Always keep an eye out for the noble owl. You never know, Andriel might have a message for you. Fair enough. Right, so there's apparently a shard up there. Don't know if we can get to it. Villa Montevelan, Helen Sulan, Fort Revasan. Various areas of interest. Alright, let's break into this fort, shall we? Of course you would turn around right at the minute I was going to attack you, you bastards. Right, we should probably be careful here. I do need to keep reminding myself that I'm not playing as a warrior right now, you know. That was an archer up there, I didn't even realise. Everyone else has got it, it's fine. Okay, we took care of that quite smoothly. Yeah, I'm too used to in the Dragon Age series so far being that guy who kind of runs in and can tank all the damage. And now I'm a guy who has to play things smart, and that is something I'm clearly not particularly great at. How do we even get up there? It's not here. Is it? Because this is just a dead end more than anything else, really. I don't think there's anything even... Oh, is that a door? Oh, it's a door. Hang on. Yeah, maybe it's not a complete dead end then. Oh boy, more Freeman. Again, handled that very well indeed. Warhorn ring, that could be good for Cassandra, I'm not sure. Hang on. Okay, maybe not yet. How about now? Not yet. Yeah, we'll try again. Right. Warhorn ring. What does she have now? She has grappling chain and rally. Can't leave that as is. Because those are two abilities which she does tend to use anyway, I think. So there's another door here which I think might lead us in the direction of this. Yeah, okay, I get it. I think we're on the right track now. Let's just try and keep this smart if we can. We use that there. Gordian. Who is Gordian? Well, whoever Gordian is, it's probably a good job that we used our Mark of the Rift, because he seems quite hardy. Ow. We've almost got him. There we go. 637 experience. That was a good kill for us. Just enchant a fire staff. I don't think that's going to be good for Dorian. Nah. He has his old ice staff, which is very good indeed. Right. So this is just another pit to burn. I almost think that we're not meant to be here yet. I think maybe we probably should have been going after the Gaspard's Marshal first, and then we would have had to come here. I think that might be what I was meant to have done. But oh well, it's fine. Get this shard. And a nice Warden helmet, which I don't think is going to be much new. Yeah, actually, yeah. Give him that. Do this too. Chantry Banner. Okay. Legend of the Three Sisters, Book 3. As with the stop in the White Rose, the individual tales of the Three Sisters are often told on their own. Seldom is the saga repeated in its entirety. Indeed, one of the few times an attempt to do so was as a play in the Grand Royal Theatre that sharply criticised Divine Justinian's attempts at reform. The play was quickly banned after only 3 performances. A book titled The Three Brothers was later published in Minrathous, citing the exploits of 3 Savinta brothers who found themselves lost in Vario and spend their time ridiculing Orlesian culture. Despite claims in Savinta that it is the original, it's quite clear that the Three Sisters legend far predates it. Throughout the legend's various incarnations, the most commonly depicted adventures include the sisters are convinced to drink dwarven ale by a handsome nobleman with sinister intentions. Their reactions to the ale vary, but usually by the end of this tale, the sisters end up on a wild chase after the nobleman through the streets of the Belmarsh until he jumps into the river and drowns. There. The sisters ask for help from a group of dwarven merchants who say they will do so only if the sisters solve a clever riddle. The nature of the riddle varies, but the dwarves always cheat the sisters in the end. Typically, the encounter ends with the sisters fleeing before they are sold into slavery, though sometimes the legend has them clubbing the lead dwarf to death with paddles until the other dwarves run off. They are drawn into the annual Saturnalia parade, usually in the climax of the story, until the Imperial army descends upon the revelers and starts a chaotic chain reaction that results in the sisters either stowing aboard a pirate ship or wading through the Elven alienage stewards. It seems to change each age. Once their chaperone, Labette, catches up with the girls, they usually hang their heads in shame and return to the Montbeliard monks to resume good and honest lives. Not always, however. The most recent versions of the legend have the sisters remaining in Val Royeaux to fight criminals while wearing black masks, though I honestly cannot tell where this comes from. That's like the most typical example of like a big folktale ever, though, isn't it? Like, always exaggerated, always like twisted in different, like, in different ways, you know. Right, anyhow, yeah, we still need to go towards this rift, don't we? There's another warhorn there, which clearly does indicate that this is probably where we need to be after we've spoken to the Marshal. Maybe we can just say to the Marshal, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, we killed him ages ago. Yeah, it was... We've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, it's all done. It's fine. Alright, so we're back to where we were before. Just need to find our way to this rift now. But before we do, we clearly need to slaughter the local wildlife again. After we tape this longbow and tape this note. Last words. The Scout's journal is bloodstained and soggy from the rains, but some entries can still be made out. Day 12. Relief Corporal Colin at the Bonehill Scout Post. Not entirely happy about this change. This area sees no battle. Day 14. Was correct in early prediction. Have only seen deer and rabbits. Killed a hare for food. Best keep stores high just in case. Day 17. Saw strange shapes wandering the hills at night. The enemy, they walked aimlessly with shambling gait. Best keep a quiver close by. That sounds like those little zombies which are very easily killed, to be honest. I can't imagine these scouts had too many problems dealing with those guys. Although they are undead, which may have caused a few panics, you know. Who knows, really? That was a wolf. Right. So we have a rift just around this corner to close. And I think that after that we've done we've collected every rift. Well, so closed every rift in the plains, I think. Yeah, let's deal with this rift first, and then we'll see what that exclamation mark is representing. We'll get behind the demon first. Disrupt this rift straight away. We should cause them some. Don't hit me. Oh. Well, you can't blame them for actually using strategy, I suppose. Right, maybe now it'll work. It certainly did. Right, we're good. There we go, good stuff. Wisp essence. Okay. So that should be all the rifts in this area done with now, I think. Hopefully the demon horde that keeps on plaguing this area will be slightly less of a threat. They're never not going to be a threat, but, you know, at least it's something, right? Crash fine. And what is this? Take. Sketch of Enavarus River. Find the spot marked on the sketch. So it's between. So it's between a statue of two.
Hog's taller than I imagined.
That's the first thing you said to him, isn't it?
Not the first thing.
Tell you what, Seeker. Next time you make me tell a story at knife point, I'll make the hero sound taller.
Very, very generous of you, Varric. Right. So it's like... So it seems to be in the middle somewhere. Well, consider it's on a river. I think it's probably down here. In this kind of area here. Possibly in around this area because I can see the, like, statues of the Hallas. So over here might be a good spot to look. But first, we will go and grab this last shard and see the Duke's Marshal too. Do we start combat? No, it's fine. We're fine. We don't need to engage yet. Oh crap! We need to. Oh, there is a lot of enemies. Right, we'll deal with these guys first, and then get the shard later, because these guys clearly do need our help. The Inquisition shall greatly swing the tide of this battle, hopefully. Hopefully keep all of our allied troops alive. Yeah, did good there. Vanguard Mail, that's probably not going to be good for Cassandra, is it? No, it's way worse. Right, I can see the shard. Just the question is how to actually get to it. That is a whole different question entirely. Oh, hello guys. See? We're good people. We care about you guys. This like parkour is the strangest method of traversal in this game, honestly. You just don't expect to have to parkour all over the shop to bloody get this done, you know? Slide. No, I'm not gonna get up here, am I?
Watchtowers set up to warn us if bandits or apostates attack.
We are protecting everyone. Again, we care. We care deeply about all races. We are not racist in the slightest. Can we get on here without having to do anything else? So there we go. All it took is a little bit of dedication and effort. Right, Archmage Ice Staff. That any good for Dorian over here? Wow. Ah, but it's level 15 though, damn. Well, we'll keep that. I need to stop hurting myself. Like, I hurt myself in a falling downstairs playing Oblivion and stuff, so I think I should have learned by now to kind of watch my step when I'm going around in blazes. Yeah, anything else to find here? See some deep mushrooms, so we'll take them. Oh, I see a big old battle up here. Right. Get this then. Let's go and help. Stay strong, guys. We're coming. Stay strong. So hey, it's only really this guy who's going to be causing problems, isn't it? Those little ghouls over there are not going to be too much trouble, I don't think. There we go. We are fine. Oh shit, we're being attacked again. There's a fucking army of them coming down the bridge. Is that it? I think we got them all. I think. Let's remember to turn all this research as well that I picked up, because I picked up a fair bit of it. Okay, so can we just open the door? Yeah, we can. Good stuff. Right, Marshal Prul. Is that how it's pronounced? Prul? Prux? Prul? Some word. Marshal Prul.
That was a brilliant show, Inquisitor. My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prul.
Prul,
Marshal
right.
of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
Why have you barricaded yourselves in here?
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital in weeks. If we could regain our outposts, the ramparts, or even the garrison by the river, we can't just keep hiding.
Well, I've got two of them.
Like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
What else do you know about the Dales?
Surely you know the history of this place. The Exalted March, the fall of the Elven Kingdom. Talking of elves, my patrols speak of a band of Dalish who've made camp in the west.
Freeman of the Dales?
I've heard something of the Freemen of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors, too soft for war. So there was a skirmish or two, then back for supper. Turns out it wasn't, and off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now they want independence, to establish a new settlement. Ridiculous.
It's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Right, the rifts are gone.
The Fade Rifts are gone. Demons should no longer trouble you.
With the demons gone, our communication and supply lines will open again. We can get word to other battalions and secure what we've lost. If the Grand Duchess's attempt at peace fails, we'll be able to keep fighting.
I've cleared out the dead from the western ramparts.
You did? Maker's breath. There's hope for us if the ramparts have been reclaimed. I'd alert our forces stationed outside the Dales, but the chaos makes it difficult for missives to get through. Demons. Those blasted freemen, or whatever they call themselves.
I shall take my leave.
Be well.
Done diddly done. Right. Ah, so then, yeah, we need to lay rest the eastern ramparts. So it's all this we need to deal with now as well, isn't it? Okay. But before we do finish this episode, we will see if we can claim this landmark and get whatever this side quest is. So there's oh god, like Three Sisters again. Typically, the Three Sisters react in a similar manner upon entering the Belmarsh. Charisse is the adventurous one, intrigued by all these sights and sounds of the market, and the most heedless of any dangers. Marie is the brash one, the most suspicious of everything she sees, and the one who makes withering, sarcastic comments even if she allows her sisters to drag her along. Brielle, meanwhile, is always the innocent one. She is depicted as wide-eyed and startled like a doe lost in the wilderness, yet by the end of the tale she is also the one who bursts out of her shell the most. The common initial stop for the girls, for instance, is the White Rose. It's an infamous establishment in the Belmarsh, serving tea and cakes to noble patrons by day, and at night transforming into a house of ill repute, filled with male and female prostitutes in elegant dress. The girls go there because the building is fashionable, someplace they can escape from the market's crowds. Inside, Marie is the first to realise that the friendly gentlemen are not what they seem. Brielle is scandalised, but it's Charisse who runs off to dance with these men despite her sister's protests. This leads to a chase through the White Rose, Marie and Brielle stumbling into room after room where they're confronted with various patrons. Empress Celine herself is frequently mentioned. Marie scathingly berates the patrons, while Brielle is intrigued despite herself and eventually drawn off when Marie isn't looking. Marie throws her hands up in disgust and joins a dwarf in smoking an illicit substance from a wild contraption. It's at this point in the tale where the girl's desperate chaperone, Labette, appears in the White Rose and things truly get interesting. Details vary, but by the end of this part of the tale, the White Rose is in flames, Labette has pummeled her way through a legion of clueless patrons, and the three sisters are led out the back door by a charming elf, completely unaware anything is amiss behind them. To my knowledge, however, the White Rose has never burned to the ground in its entire existence, and maintains a legion of guards that makes such antics implausible. Even so, the tale is stubbornly believed to be true even in Val Royeaux itself. Well, it's an interesting tale anyway. Full of some interesting characters. Gonna see if there's anything on these ramparts up here. Nope, can't see anything. Yeah, I don't think there's much interesting up here. Okay. But there is a landmark to claim. Fort Revasan. Did you know that Revas is the Elven word for freedom? Revasan is the place where freedom dwells. One wonders why it wasn't given a more appropriate name after the reclamation of the Dales. Perhaps the adage remains true. Once one gets used to a name, it's hard to change. The walls in this place are ancient. I hope it holds. We'll be fine. So I'm going to quickly check around the area, see if we're missing anything else.
The freemen were helping raise the
Need to get in here.
Did they even know what they were doing?
I don't think the Freemen had any clue what they were doing when it came to raising the dead, to be honest with you. Right. Oh, Harden Hightown again. Nice. Okay. Donan Brenkovich left his partner Javelin at the barracks. The recruit was even more jittery after their run-in with Captain Belladonna. And although Donan himself was starting to feel his limbs weighed down and aching after such a long shift, he finally had the sense of something in this case. He wouldn't let it get away. The city of Kirkwall has a legacy of collectors. It was built in ancient times by Tevinters, who collected suffering as if it were rare coins, and they passed on their obsession with obsession to future generations. And on any streets from Darktown to the Viscount's Keep, you can find someone who'll always buy tapestries, or who has every known spoon made in Navarra, or someone who hoards odd bits and scraps of historical knowledge like it's their grandmother's crockery. Which was how he found himself knocking on a brightly painted door in the alienage. Oh, guardsman, what a nice surprise. Nobody's been mugged, have they? The elf beamed up at him. She had green eyes so wide they barely fit in her face, and she seemed to be made of nothing but elbows and knees. No muggings today, Macy. Donan had to duck his head slightly to get through the door. I have something you might be interested in. He handed her the letter the magistrate's wife had given him the night before. Well, this doesn't look very interesting at all, Macy frowned, disappointed. What you've claimed belongs to greater powers, you'll answer to us. That's a lot of rubbish. Not that, look at the back. She flipped the letter over and cooed as if she'd found the lost puppy. Oh, just look at that, you're perfect. Macy, Donan spoke in a loud, firm voice, trying to remind her he was still in the room. Whose seal is that? Oh, it's the executor's, of course. Macy peered excitedly at the wax seal, holding it up to the window for better light. I should have guessed it from the silly great powers nonsense. There's only been one example on the letter claiming responsibility for the assassination of Queen Madrigal in 599, and this one is so much better. Just look at that imprint. Any idea how I contact these executors? Oh, they're not real, of course. Everyone knows that. Ah, interesting. Varric really does know how to tell a good tale. I'll give him that. Right, is there anything in this tower before we press on with our side quest? No. Okay, so let's pick up the side quest and then we will end the episode there. Right, Sergeant Musselt. Musselt.
Gone? Thank the Maker. Perhaps now we'll be able to get word out.
You've lost many?
Have many of you fallen?
What you see is all that's left. We were 1,000 strong once. The worst part is not knowing what happened to the men who don't come back. Deserters? Or dead? If they're dead, we've nothing to tell their families.
Ah, so do we need to find, like, some evidence of their deaths? Oh, soldier letter. Yes, we have been picking them up, haven't we? Is there any... Ah, okay, so there's only the one more left to pick up, which isn't too bad. Okay, that's good. Right, so we're going to leave this episode here, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you in the next episode of Inquisition. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.